we are a full service bank. So we have many different departments here at First American Bank. So one of our main ones, of course, is retail banking, since we do have 59 branch locations. So those positions can range. So there could be branch manager positions, assistant branch manager positions, a different level of personal banker positions. And then some of our branches also have a teller on staff as well. We also have a wealth management division. So within that, there is actually kind of many different divisions under that. So we do have a private client group, we have an investments team, and then we do have a trust team that both sees the operations side and the sales component as well. We do have an internal IT staff as well as a human resource team. So we have a recruiting team, we have a training team, and then we do have a payroll and benefits team as well. We have a commercial lending team that's in Elk Grove Village, also in Kenosha and in the Miami market. So that could be both the sales side and as well as the analyst side as well. We do have residential lending that's throughout our whole entire market. So that, again, both the sales side and the operational piece. And then we do have basic operations. So that's kind of many different things here at First American Bank. So for example of those would be maybe account investigations or a fraud team that we have here. So Adina, could you tell me what are some of the characteristics that we look for in our candidates?
Absolutely. So when we're reviewing applicants, we look for these three basic characteristics. One, that you show that you're customer focused, because that's what we're all about. We focus on the customer as our #1 priority. So the other 2 points are an entrepreneurial spirit and professionalism. And what I mean by an entrepreneurial spirit is that you take ownership of whatever process or problem, that situation that comes up. It's something that, you know, kind of shows the go-get-em attitude that we really look for in candidates. And lastly, we look for professionalism, and not only in the way that you present yourself, but in the way that you handle situations that come up. So with those three characteristics, you know, there's some of the top ones that we look for. So next, we'd like to talk about how to apply.
Yeah, so where you would apply for our positions or just see the positions that we have available, you would go to our website, so firstambank.com/careers. So that will bring you to the photo that is on the left. So that's our careers page that you would get to maybe learn more about First American Bank or go directly to our employment opportunities. So that is that blue box on the left-hand side. Once you click that, it will go to our job listings page. So this is all of the active positions that we are recruiting for. And what you could do from there is you can search for specific positions, you can categorize it, and maybe you only want to be in some type of certain department, or by location. So you can type in a location and kind of find all the positions that we have available that are tied to that location. Additionally, where you can contact us or just follow us. So we are on LinkedIn. All of our recruiting team is on there, and we actively post the new jobs that we have available. And we also have a hashtag that you can follow as well too. So First and Bank Careers. So anytime we're posting about a position or a different career fair that we're going to, or just wanting to promote a different position, that's the place to go. And then as a company, we are on Twitter and Facebook. So if you're just interested in seeing what we're doing or how we're dealing with all the COVID stuff, as well as just the different events that we're a part of that Adina was talking about with our community involvement, that's a place that you could see that as well too. So we did want to leave some time to see if anyone had any questions, maybe about a certain position or position that we have, or just First American Bank in general.
Again, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and type them into the chat, and we will make sure that those get answered for you. One question that we have is, what type of background checks do you guys typically perform?
So I can take that one. This is Adina, by the way. So we do a full background check, criminal, we do a federal background check, criminal history, as well as a credit check and possible drug screen.
Okay, and then do you guys have any entry-level positions? And if so, which department are they in?
Matt, you want to take that one?
Yeah, that's a good one. So at the moment, we do have a couple that would be on the retail side. But what Adina was talking about before is we have programs that are geared towards individuals that are entry level and just looking to get in the banking industry. So we have two positions. So we have a rotational trainee program and a commercial leadership trainee program. So the rotational program is actually how I got introduced to First American Bank. So it's about a 9 to 12 month program where you get to learn the fundamentals of banking and then get to explore the different departments that we have here at First American Bank to see which department that really aligns with your career goal and aspirations. So I went through that program, went through the fundamentals, and ended up here in HR as a recruiter, and I've been here ever since and loved it. And then the other program focuses more on the commercial lending side of becoming an analyst. That role does require a college degree. We'd like to see usually one that's tied to finance or accounting or economics. It doesn't have to be, but it's always a great plus to have. So those are programs that we do usually recruit for once or twice a year. Usually it's tied to when students are graduating, so it gives them an opportunity to apply for the position. So we usually have them start either in the summertime or usually in January after the December grads graduate.
May I add that we also have a senior teller position available. You do need to have some teller experience, but it is more on the entry level side. Right now it's posted on our website and you can take a look.
And then do you guys have any positions available near Southern Illinois?
We do not.
Matt,
so
I think
we
you do have one.
well, it depends on Southern Illinois. So we go as far down as Kankakee is the furthest branch that we have. We do have a branch manager position available there. I guess it just depends on what Southern Illinois is to
Well,
the candidate.
yeah, we do have a branch manager position in Bourbonnais that's available. And that, yeah, that would be the most southern area.
And then how quickly do you guys fill your positions typically from when you would submit an application to hired?
Matt, do you have any statistics on that?
Yeah, I would say maybe an average, I would say it depends on how many candidates that we're interviewing. So it really depends on the job itself and how many interviews that are involved. Sometimes when it is a higher level position, you meet with the hiring manager a couple times and maybe different individuals within the department. So that can add some time to it. But I would say if it's the right candidate, I would say maybe within a month that we would have an offer extended and then have a start date. And then usually the background screening takes, I would say, just about a week, just depending on the environment that we have.
Okay, and then could you guys describe your training process? And then also, are you paid for the time that you're being trained?
Yeah,
I can talk about that.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
If you want. And Matt, you can certainly add. We have an amazing training department that's housed in Addison. So depending on what positions that you're hired for, most of the retail positions will have a lot of training at the Addison facility. We have our customer service training that's going to be out of our Melrose Park area. And then, of course, there's going to be just on-the-job training done with the staff for many of the positions too. But Matt, did you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, no, just going off of that, the retail side definitely has an extensive training program. So, like Adina said, when she went to new employee orientation, that's one that everyone will go through, just to get introduced to First American Bank and our history and just the benefits and stuff that everyone needs to know. And then with the retail side, we have different trainings that really focus on the operational piece of the different systems that they'll use. And we stagger those trainings so that we're not throwing too much information at you at once, that you really get to grasp the information, apply it, and then come back and learn more. And then we do have many more trainings that focus on kind of developing your career. So whether that be management training or sales training or loan training, we have those classes that get to develop the skills of our employees.
All right, that's all the questions that we have so far in the chat. If there's any last minute questions, please feel free to type them into the chat now. If there are no other questions, I do want to thank Matthew and Adina for this presentation and for sharing this information. Did you guys have anything else you wanted to add before we end?
No, thank you very much for inviting us.
Yeah, no, thank you guys.
Of course. So yeah, I want to thank everyone who attended our virtual job fair today. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen just to put up one last thing. So you can feel free to visit the Illinois WorkNet Virtual Job Fair site. All of the employers that we did see today, we're going to be posting videos of their presentations. So if you missed anything, you can find all that information there. And then feel free to fill out the virtual job fair survey that you're going to be receiving within the next couple days. And we do want to thank you one last time for attending the virtual job fair today. And we hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.